A website is one of the primary ways that new consumers are going to be interacting with your brand and determining whether or not you're a viable solution for their operation. It's the main spot that they're going to go to gain information about your business, what it is you offer, and all of the things that they can learn about your company. It's one of the most expected tools from a consumer and also one of the most widely misused tools in our industry and in general, both misused and maybe not used at all. Picus Group is offering various different tiers to the website design service. Tier 1 would be more of a basic level design. You want some colors changed, a little bit of photos added, maybe change some of the content. That'll be your tier 1, kind of just a very basic level website redesign. Tier 2 is going to be more, you want to maybe add some pages, add a little bit more content to the website, maybe add ePicus or other e-commerce functionality, as well as, again, more design change to the website, changing the way the interface looks, changing the user experience, colors, logos, things like that, making sure it's up to date and on brand. Again, that'll be tier 2, and then tier 3 is going to be basically a full website redesign or rebuild, whether we're using your current site and building it up from the studs, or we're scrapping everything and building an entirely new website from scratch. We can do all of that. So those are the 3 primary tiers of the website design service, and so you would meet with our team. If you're interested, reach out and you'll meet with our team, and we will discuss and see which tier would be the best fit for you. Obviously, progression is welcome if you wanted to start out at tier 1 and kind of just get your toes in the water. And then if you're enjoying the functionality of your website, then we can continue to build upon that. There's a lot of things that will go into this service behind the scenes that we can discuss in further detail when we get the chance to conversate about this topic in further length. But in the meantime, those are kind of the foundational tiers of the website design service. One thing that I like to note in terms of what your website has to offer, I think our Grow Picus website, www.growpicus.com, is a really good example of this, in that your website doesn't necessarily have to be selling something. It can more just be a landing page for you to gather information, or for your user to gather information and learn more about you. It can be a space for them to interact with your brand and see what it is you have to offer and learn more about your company, and kind of just surround themselves with your brand and your content and go from there and make a decision on whether or not you're going to be a good solution for them. So again, your website doesn't necessarily always have to be selling something. It can sometimes just be a space where you have information, because as previously mentioned, it's kind of expected that you're going to have a website of some kind that has a user experience that is somewhat enjoyable for your consumer to peruse around and interact with. The goal of the website design service with the Picus Group is really to remove the burden of website design, development, and management from you and your team. We want this to be a one-stop shop where you can have a couple meetings with our team and then kind of hand the keys over to us, and we'll take it from there. We'll give you 80% of a website based off of our previous discussions, and then the final 20% is when we initiate the back and forth conversation to hammer out all the final details and put the final finishes on the website. But again, the goal of this service is really to make this as easy of a process for you as possible, as pain-free, to build you a website that is as robust and as powerful as you may need, and to make sure your website is working as hard for you as you're working in the greenhouse, and for it to be an effective tool that you can take advantage of and hopefully help use to grow your business.